Namaste people, today we have a new concept. The picture you're seeing on the left side, that is the concept we have, and that is a concept by Juliano Benatti. He's a friend of mine in Instagram and also in Artstation, and he's provided me with this lovely Indian dancer. This concept, which you can see on the right side as I'm progressing with it and blocking out the face. We're going to be finishing this character today because it's basically a collaboration between me and him. So enjoy the process, and as we go and deep dive into the completion of this character. Now we are basically blocking out the lips, and since this is a very stylized character with more acute roundy face and a pointed nose with a tip, we are planning to go with the stylized approach. Now you can see in the picture in the left hand side, it is also stylized. So we are gonna take this concept, we're gonna rebuild this, redefine the shape, redefine the whole character in my own perspective, my own way. So we are taking the concept basically and we are remaking it in my approach. So as you can see, we are building the torso, and a lot of things are going to be different, yet some of the valuable key things in this character will be same as the concept. So like a lot of shapes and the flow of the dynamics of the character in the picture, in the concept, is different to what I'm going to make. Although I'm going to try to maintain the aesthetics of the concept, we are pushing forward slowly to the blocking of the hands. Now we see the two hands are in a separate posture. Like one hand is having a pose. In India, we call these mudras. Like when a dancer dances, they make these kind of poses which are called mudras. So this character, this female character, Indian dancer, is having one mudra in her hand where her hand is going down tilted, and in another hand she's having a mudra where her hand is basically going up. Now we are going with the blocking of the legs. As you can see, even the legs have separate definitive postures, because one of the legs is kind of floating in the mid-air, whereas the other leg is kind of like balancing on the ground. Now we're going with the fingers, because the fingers, as I said earlier, the hands have separate mudras, because in India, every dance has a posture and every posture has a significance of its own. Now we are basically making the fingers a little more defined, because each and every finger, as you can see, is slightly tilted back in this hand. Now you are seeing that I'm putting very much emphasis on the posture of dances, because dance in India comprises numerous styles of dances, generally classified as classical or folk. As with other aspects of Indian culture, different forms of dances originated in different parts of India, developed according to the local traditions, and also imbibed elements from the other parts of the country. Striking features of Indian classical dance is use of hand gestures. As I earlier mentioned that the dancers should sing the song by throat and express the meaning of the song through hand gestures. Now you're seeing we are refining the hand completely and Z-remeshing it. By Z-remeshing we mean we are basically organizing the polygons accordingly so that the surface and the skin looks smooth, because we don't want any bumps on the surface. And all the fingers are aligned properly so that every finger shows the correct mudra. Now we are going back to the face and making the eyebrows so that the eyebrows come out properly, because expressionism and mannerism is an integral part of dancing. Now we are making the lips using the standard brush, giving the lips a perfect bump so that both the lips, the upper lips and the lower lips, come out. Now we are gonna go ahead and add poly paint to the character, just like adding surface color to the skin, so that we have a definitive idea of what is the color composition of the character. And as you can see, we are making the Indian traditional dress, which is called the sari, and we are adding the definitive textures of the sari into the mesh. And also we are working on the bottom half of the sari, where the sari is covering the parts of her legs and the hip portion of the area. Now we are making another part of the sari, which is called the pallu in India, which is basically nothing but another piece of cloth which drapes over the lower half of the sari. Now we are adding texture to the pallu because we can see there are some few lines of textures in the pallu as well as in the bottom half of the sari. Now we are making a hard surface object which covers the leg and encompasses the rhythm and maintaining the flow of dancing, and this is called ghungru in Bengali. In our Indian language it is called the ghungru, which maintains and keeps the flow of rhythm while dancing, also acts as a percussive instrument. And here we are done with the character. As you can see, we have made the turntable, this Indian dancer whose concept is by Juliano Benatti, and it was nice collaborating with him. I hope you guys loved this video. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and also see you next week with a new video. Cheers.